Hello, everyone. I am Travis McIver. I am the Emergency Response and Safety Assistant here at Far Northern Regional, and we are currently developing a series of courses that will be new every quarter on how to prepare for emergency events. Today's course is going to be returning home after a disaster, and I hope you find it very useful. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to me at any time. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy this class. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and try and share my screen so you can see my slideshow. Okay, so once again, hello everyone. Welcome to the Far Northern Regional's class on returning home after a disaster. It seems that every year, more and more disasters are occurring. In 2021, we have had 277 clients impacted by natural disasters in our region. Many of these clients were required to evacuate their homes at one point. This class is to provide information on how to plan for your return home after a major disaster. It is my desire to provide as much information on this topic as possible. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me by emailing Far Northern Regional. So in this class, this is our table of contents, and we're going to go ahead and cover self-care, hazards, assessing damage, insurance, and how to contact your insurance company to help you, a new chapter, and then at the end, there'll be a time for questions. Self-care is very important after experiencing a major emergency. Dealing with any disaster is a stressful time. It is important to stay positive. A good way to do this is seek out friends and family or even neighbors going through the same stressful event. You will find that working together will make this burden an easier situation to deal with. You can also learn from each other and rebuild your community stronger than it was before. It is easy to become scared, sad, and unsure about a disaster. If this happens, please seek help. Looking for a light in a time of darkness is important. There are professionals that can help you through this time. Psychiatrists, religious clergy, and counselors are good people to seek if you are feeling any of these types of emotions. During a disaster, it is important to be patient and take every day slowly. Trying to rush only creates stress. Know that in the end, no matter how hard things may seem, it will work out. Reflect upon past hardships. You have made it through those, and you can make it through this one. There is no difference. So once again, take things slow. Do not forget to breathe. Know that you will be okay. Keep a positive mindset. Finding and creating a strong support group can help a whole lot in these types of situations. It is important to understand that when you see a major event such as a wildfire or earthquake, you may experience what's called post-traumatic stress disorder. This is something that just makes you kind of nervous. Some of the symptoms that you might see are you may feel anxiety. You might feel physically ill. You might experience nervousness. These type of things will pop up if you see a similar incident. For, let's say you went through a wildfire and it's a scary event. And then after everything is better, you may smell smoke and get some of those symptoms. You may experience depression as well. Some symptoms for depression is loss of appetite, numbness, and just a hard to feel joy type of symptom. If you're experiencing these, please seek mental health. There are people that specialize in these type of situations that can help you tremendously. Remember, you cannot make good plans if you're experiencing extreme stress. So it is important to make sure you're okay before really trying to move forward and fixing the situation with these types of emergencies. It is also important to know that there is hazards of just returning home once a return order has been administered and lifted from when a fire passes through, or an earthquake or flood. Oftentimes, when a disaster such as a fire occurs, air quality will become very dangerous. This is because many items that may have been burnt in the fire, which causes toxic ash to float in the air, can be inhaled. This ash may have extremely dangerous chemicals bound to it. If not prepared, this ash can get in your lungs and eyes if unprotected. Before returning to your home, please wear safety gear such as glasses and a breathing mask. Doing so will keep you safe from potential toxic chemicals in the air. When you arrive home, you may see that damage has occurred to your house. Items may be scattered throughout your property. It is very tempting to rush in and collect these items. However, make sure you are wearing thick gloves, pants, and long sleeve shirts before approaching. There will likely be sharp objects that can poke or cut you, and some items may even still be hot from the fire. Wearing items like gloves will keep you safe. It is important to not remove debris from the burn site without approval of the fire department. It might not be safe for you. Fire and earthquake damage may create unstable structures. Please be careful when walking on a porch, stairs, or patios. Many disasters have the ability to negatively impact water supplies. Toxins and bacteria may enter the water supply in result of a disaster. I will recommend that you only drink bottled water until you are sure that the public or water from your well is safe. So just a quick recap, make sure that air quality is good. Searching through debris is a safe thing for you to do. Unstable structures can be dangerous. Water contamination is possible, and chemical contamination from the extreme heats of the fire is very well possible. Another thing to consider is to turn off your utilities. Even though a home may be lost, the utility companies are not going to understand that and may still charge you a monthly fee. You can reduce these fees by calling your gas, water, and electric companies and having them turn off their facilities until they were once again needed. So let's talk about assessing the damage. So once again, you may come back to your house after a wildfire has gone through a town or an earthquake is hit. It is important to not just rush in. We need to make sure that your home is going to be safe. To help assess damage, one thing that you can do is create a photo album of before and after pictures. This is something that you should start planning to do right now, is to take photos of all of the property that you have. This could be couches, TVs, video game systems. Having this will allow you to create a much more reliable insurance claim later on. Some of the pictures should include your home itself, property lines, and your valuables within. If your home is directly involved in a fire or natural disaster, I would recommend hiring a professional inspector to ensure your home is safe for you to return. Please be aware that walls, roofs, porches, and etc. may no longer be as strong as they once were. Check for cracks, smoke damage, and charring, melted sidings, damaged windows, electrical equipment such as AC or heater systems, and water pipes. These are all items that can be damaged in a major disaster. As you search for these things, record all the information for your insurance provider. This can be through pictures, handwritten, or both. You may also seek somebody to help you with these type of events. Please be aware that if your home is damaged, you may not be able to return for a long time. It is important to develop a plan for such an emergency. Firefighters will do an inspection of all homes prior to allowing the community to return, but you should still use caution. Our next slide is going to be an important one, and it's one that a lot of people do not seem to think about until we need to do it. But as an emergency prep class, it is very important for me to go ahead and cover this for you now. But if you are evacuated from a fire or other natural disaster, notify your insurance company immediately. Even if your home is okay, you may be entitled to compensation for living in that hotel. This does depend on your insurance company policy, so you may want to also review that or have a friend review that policy for you to ensure you know what your insurance company will provide to you. Once the insurance company is contacted, be prepared to share the damage assessment with an insurance adjuster. This is where those pictures that come in that we were talking about earlier. When the insurance adjuster will show up, you're going to introduce yourself and show them all the damaged property you have and what it looked like prior to that event. So the adjuster will arrive to your property to verify these claims. If this is a large disaster, it may take some time for the adjuster to verify to reach you because they're going to be very busy with multiple claims. It's very likely that the whole community is going to be needing and requiring the insurance adjuster's presence. So a very good tool that I want everybody to write down, and that is contact United policy holders when making disaster report claims. Once again, that is United policyholders. United policyholders is a free organization that will ensure the insurance company is being fair and working within the assigned policy. So they will help you make sure that you are getting what you deserve from the insurance company. They will help you fight for what you are owed. If the disaster is declared a state of emergency, FEMA, which is a federal government agency, grants may become available. So once again, I'll say that is if the disaster is declared a state of emergency, FEMA grants may become available. This is another asset that you might be able to use to help you in your situation. These grants operate as a no-interest loan by the state or federal government to help you return to a normal lifestyle. So please don't think that you're just going to be left on your own. There are several agencies out there that can help you in case of one of these emergency events. So a little recap of this, because this is very important, is get help from family and friends and contact your insurance provider the moment you become displaced. You may be qualified for living reimbursements. Use data collected through personal assessment of property to give to the insurance provider. Insurance providers will send an investigative adjuster to your house. This may take time, so please be reasonable. Contact United policyholders, and there is their email webpage right there on this slideshow for you. So you can use that to write that down, or you can just go ahead and keep this class. And if you need it, it'll be right there. And that's how you get a hold of United policyholders. This is a nonprofit organization used to help you with insurance claims and procedures. And don't forget about your FEMA grants and loans. They can help you rebuild your homes and provide you a good, strong link for support until you can get back on your feet. And here's something that we didn't cover yet, but apply for renter's assurance before the disaster even occurs. This can really help you rebuild your home or apartment, restocking what you may have lost in case a disaster like a fire has occurred. Renter's insurance will help you replace things like couches and tables, refrigerators. So this is a very good tool for you to have, and I highly suggest that you apply for renter's insurance if you don't already have it, okay? Next is going to be try and start a new chapter in your life. Do not let a disaster consume you. When it comes down to it, losing items is irrelevant. You still have your spirit, your self-respect, and your pride. You can get new items over time, but you and your family are irreplaceable. Be glad that you have a chance to rebuild a new life. In the end, you will see everything will work out. This is time to start a new chapter in your life. Think of this incident as just one change of many that have occurred throughout your lifetime. Push forward into the future. Do not dwell on the past. It will be okay. It will take time and it will not be a quick process, but I know you can do this and I have faith in your abilities. Take things one step at a time. Try not to rush this, okay? This situation is a horrible situation and it won't be fixed overnight, but staying positive will keep you on the right track and you will get your life back. And who knows, it could very well be even better than it was before. So this includes their class of returning home after a disaster. I hope you've learned something from it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me through Far Northern Regional and I'll try and help you out the best I can and get you timely answers. Once again, my name is Travis McIver and I am the Emergency Response and Safety Assistant here at Far Northern Regional. And I am here to help you and everyone in our community. So I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope you enjoyed this class. Thank you very much.